On episode 92 of He Said, She Said movie reviews, we take a look at Quentin Tarantino's 9th movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, Dakota Fanning, Timothy Olyphant, Al Pacino, Luke Perry, Bruce Dern, Damian Lewis, and a whole cast of others. Welcome to He Said, She Said movie reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just got back from seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. April gives this movie 3.5 stars, and I give it 4. We'll tell you all about it right after these two trailers.
The first trailer we saw tonight was Hustlers. It's about a crew of savvy former strip club employees who band together to turn the tables on their Wall Street clients. The release date is September 13th, 2019. It's with Constance Wu, Jennifer Lopez, and Julia Stiles.
I gotta say, I can't. I'm not very excited about this movie. This trailer isn't making it anything for me. But
yeah, it's interesting. The second trailer we saw was Charlie's Angels. It's the reboot of the 2000 action comedy based on the 1970s television series, which I think most of us know. A new generation of private detectives working for the mysterious Charlie. The release date is November 15th, 2019. It's with Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska.
I'll tell you, I saw the trailer and I didn't even know that was Kristen Stewart in the trailer.
Yeah, she looks so different now.
Completely different. Not the little moody Twilight girl. So
no, far from it.
All right, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. A fated television actor and his stunt double drive to achieve fame and success in the film industry during the final years of Hollywood's golden age in 1969 Los Angeles. This movie is written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. This is his 9th film. As everybody should know, he's known for Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2, Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained. Some great movies there.
Yep. And the cast, I'll let you kick it off for a little bit, and then I'll join in.
Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie,
Dakota Fanning, Timothy Olyphant, Al Pacino, Luke Perry, Bruce Dern, Damian Lewis, and of course I saw Rumor Willis.
Yeah, you also had honorable mentions go to Damon Harriman, who played Charles Manson. Guy looked just like Manson. Mike Moe, who was Bruce Lee. Michael Madsen had a cameo in there, and even Uma Thurman's daughter, Maya Hawke, was in the movie. So
absolutely. What a cast.
It was an ensemble cast. It has all these people and 1,000 more. So
yeah, it was. I really enjoyed this movie. Before we get to it, I want to say the runtime was 161 minutes. It was a full-on 3-hour movie. Rated R for language throughout, some strong graphic violence, drug use, and sexual references. But I do want to just right out of the gate say I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, so what was your first impressions?
Well, my first impressions were, first of all, it was interesting. It is bizarre. It's a little bizarre. It's a whole different take on a movie. I thought Quentin did a phenomenal job. This is like the one, not the last movie he made, The Hateful Eight, I didn't care for, but the one before I really enjoyed, Django.
Yeah, Django.
So I want to just say that the acting, the set design, this was a very different movie. I don't want to give much away because I want you to go see it. But I was pulled into this movie. I enjoyed it.
Were you pulled in it for 3 hours?
Yes, I was.
That's a testament right there to the movie coming from April. So
he hit it out of the park. He did.
Oh yeah, I'm
proud of him.
To me, this was a very different Quentin Tarantino movie. Yeah. This wasn't anything like he's ever done before. It was. It's hard to explain. I'm trying to come up with words for it, but it wasn't. it wasn't his Hateful Eight, the violence and the thing.
Yeah,
I'm trying not to spoil this for
focus
anything.
on this movie.
I am focusing on this one. Thank you very much. But
all right.
it's different, and it was refreshing. It was cool. I hope he makes more movies and more movies like this one. So
yeah, a lot of things just right out of the gate. Brad Pitt looked like a young Redford. I mean, there were several scenes, and he just looked like a really young Robert Redford. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
He did they both did. Both starring men did just a great job.
I have to say, for me, this was, I think, by far my favorite Brad Pitt movie. So,
oh, wow.
I know you're a big Legends of the Falls girl.
Oh, I am.
So.
I am. I just really enjoyed everyone that was in the movie. Margot, she did also a really good job. Everybody just worked together. It's one of those casts that's just, that part is amazing, but also there were so many plots going on, and I enjoyed all the different plots. And when you craft a movie like this, that many plots are going on at the same time, and it's got you interested like that, with no boredom, no trailing off, nothing. I mean, it was just done so well.
Well, it definitely keeps your attention for almost 3 hours.
Yes.
So
and I laughed. I mean, I felt some things. I loved their friendship of these two men. You've got a top actor and you've got a stunt man, and their friendship. I got a kick out of it.
I love some of the lines that Quentin Tarantino came up with for this movie, and one of my favorites was, "There are buds like more than a brother, but less than a wife." I mean, that was a great line. I loved it. So,
yeah.
But and the attention to detail too in the production of this movie. Pull tab beer cans. They showed Taco Bell in its old form without the dining room, when it was just a walk-up restaurant. Yeah. Der Wiener Schnitzel. Now, that's a thing out of my past from being out in California. For those who don't know, that was a hot dog fast food restaurant that was, I think, as far as I know, only on the West Coast. But they really paid attention to detail. The cars, the music, the score was interesting.
And the costumes were fantastic. Let's do the theme, too, though.
I don't know what the theme was. I tried to think of what the theme was when I'm analyzing this movie. What I've written down on the sheet is not the theme.
Well, I think that overall there's a lot of friendship. I mean,
it's a buddy film again.
And also coming to terms with getting older. Right?
Yeah.
And being where you are and figuring out how to feel good about it or make it better.
One of the other things, too, I thought was good was that they showed how kind of an inside look into Hollywood, too.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I thought that was all great. I love the way that Leonardo's character would practice his lines and such. So,
and I enjoyed how he talked to his co-stars before filming started.
Right.
There's some fun things like that. But that definitely, you're absolutely right about the look into Hollywood.
And Quentin lifted the lid a little bit there and let us peek in, I think.
Definitely. The direction. What'd you think?
Oh, I thought, well, it's Quentin Tarantino. I think,
right.
I mean, he makes good movies. He's a good director. He's a good good writer. So,
well, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to hear you say it. I thought he hit it out of the park. I thought the score was great.
Yeah, good 60s and 70s, late 60s, early 70s music. I will tell you, there was one thing in this movie that almost made it a fantasy movie.
What?
The fact that they showed LA highways with zero traffic.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Anyone that's ever driven in LA like we have, that never happens.
Even in the early 70s, LA had traffic. So
absolutely. I love the cinematography. I know Tim mentioned just that 60s, 70s feel, right?
Oh yeah, I thought the production value was really good. The cinematography made it look like a movie filmed in the 70s or late 60s, early 70s, and the production design, like I said, the pull tab beer cans, the other things,
even the dog food.
Yeah, the dog food. One thing I will say with this movie that I found a little confused me at first. There was some flashbacks in the movie, and you didn't quite pick up that they were flashbacks at first. But once you get in the groove of the flashbacks, it's you start seeing them and you understand where they're going with it. So,
and I know that you felt like the pace was a tiny bit slow at times, but I thought it fit the movie.
Yeah.
I thought everything, the editing, the dialogue, it's what you'd expect from Q himself. It was good. For me to sit through a 3-hour movie, and I went in thinking, how's this going to be? And I really enjoyed it, and I hope people go and see this movie.
Hey, that's high praise coming from you, April.
I know it. Now, there is some graphic violence in this movie.
Yeah, but not like in other Quentin movies.
That's true.
I mean, it's
You're
only
right.
in the last 10 minutes of the movie,
You're right.
too.
It's subdued. Yes, I agree.
It's nothing like the violence that was in The Hateful Eight.
Oh, yeah. No. So this was, but if you really want to go see a different movie, and these two gentlemen, the stars, I mean, Leo and Mr. Pitt did a phenomenal job.
I just want to say, too, I think for me, there's a little interesting twist at the end of this movie. So no spoilers.
No spoilers.
All right. So once again, do you have anything else to say?
No, just go see this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a pleasant surprise.
It's a really good movie. It's definitely worth going out, taking your special person to a good dinner beforehand, splurge on, it's a 3-hour movie. Go ahead and splurge on the large popcorn and the large Coke. You're going to need it. So, but once again, April gives this movie 3.5 stars. I give it 4 stars. And for a 3-hour movie, April loved it.
Wow. Lots of humor in there too. I laughed out loud. I want to thank everyone for your support. Tim and I are overwhelmed by hearing from so many people. Thank you for entering our contest. I also want to mention, hang on.
Okay.
1 second. Please, if you're anywhere near Atlanta, Georgia, you need to come to Sandy Springs because the Springs Cinema and Tap House is there. And once you go to a movie at this movie theater, I am telling you, you won't go anywhere else.
And April brought up the contest. Remember, this is episode 92 of the podcast. There's only 8 more until we announce the winner. And right now, the odds are still pretty good that you could be the winner. So please, if you haven't already done so, go out to hesaidshesAidmovies.com/contest, and you can see how you can win a $100 movie gift certificate from April and I.
Thank you so much for all your support. We're going to see you at the movies.
See you at the movies.